Hello friends, Yvette here, guest designing on the Crafty Meraki channel. And I am back today using the 'Tis the Season Effortless Artistry paper collection, as well as the coordinating die. And let me show you, this collection has 24 sheets total, and it's 24 of the same sheet because these are all in black and white. Unlike some of the other Effortless Artistry papers, these are all in black and white. So you can foil these, color them, just use them in a multitude of ways. But let me show you how I plan to use mine today. So I did go ahead and die cut a sheet of that paper and chose a few of those images. And I chose the same images that I used on my video last week. But I used a different foil. So this one is more of a silver foil, and I like the way that this looks. Now I'm not going to ink blend today. What I am going to do is color these using some of my alcohol markers. So I'll be bringing in some of my tri-blend markers and coloring in some of these foiled images. Well, coloring in all of these foiled images. So I'm going to start with our little candy cane because really that one's easy to decide what color to use. So I am coloring all the white areas with my red marker because I'm in my mind the silver is the white portion of the candy cane, so then I'm coloring the rest red. Now I'm being careful not to color over the foil. But even if I do, the foil will resist the marker and I can just wipe that off. Now, again, ink blending is how I covered the images on my last video. And that was very quick and easy. But I wanted to be able to kind of pinpoint the coloring a little bit better. So I am using my markers. Now I am going to go with the same colors, more or less, that I did on my last card. And that way you can compare what it looks like to ink blend over foiling and color with alcohol markers over the foiling. So again, being real careful here as I color in the candy cane. And then once I finish coloring this one in, I will color the rest of the foiled images, again, using my alcohol markers. Alrighty, so here are the images all colored, and I have chosen some silver cardstock and some black glossy cardstock to use as my background layers. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of decide how I want to lay out my images. But first, let me trim down my silver panel so it's a little bit smaller. And then I am going to go ahead and attach my silver paper here to my card base. And I am making an A2 size card. And at first, I'm thinking I'm going to make this a portrait card. And you're going to see here when I change my mind. So I'm adding the black glossy paper. And then this is where I'm going to start to decide how to place my images. Now, at first I thought I'm going to place them in portrait fashion like I did my previous card. But I wasn't quite loving how I was placing them on here. So you'll see here in just a minute that I rotate this so it's landscape. And then I kind of arrange my images so that they're kind of collaged across the bottom. And I'm also adding a pre-printed sentiment. So it's just this little rectangle sentiment I have that says Happy Holidays. And just kind of auditioning it there, see if I like it. And once I decide that, in fact, I do like it, I'm just going to kind of make a little flag banner at the end. Just cutting it out with my scissors. And this is how I like the layout. This is what I'm going to do. So it's time to start adhering our die cut and foiled and colored images. So first I'm going to add the sentiment so that I know kind of how high or low it should go. And I'm just attaching it to the top left corner of the black glossy paper. And then I am attaching the outward images using just some adhesive. So it's kind of flat to the card. And then the next images in, I will use some foam tape so that they're popped up a little bit from the outward images. And then when I attach the candy cane, which is going to be the center image, that I'll pop up on top of the other two, so it's even a little bit popped up from the other images. And that kind of gives it a nice collage and dimensional look, which I think is wonderful, especially with all this beautiful foiling on these beautiful images. Then I thought I could probably use some sparkle on here, so I just pulled some little jummies out of my stash, and I'm adding a few to the upper right hand corner and then a couple right below the sentiment. Alrighty friends, here we have my completed card using the 'Tis the Season Effortless Artistry paper collection, as well as the coordinating die. And let me show you what they look like just as a reminder. So see, these were just some black and white images, and I foiled them, added some color, and then just added them to our card. Didn't that turn out just beautiful? Now, I will be sure to link to the products I've used in the description box below. I do hope I was able to provide you with some inspiration throughout our countdown series. And until next time, have a great day. Bye.